This video is brought to you by Digital Greyhound Racing, a new NFT game by BetNFT. The game is launching soon. For more information, go to betnft.run.
Hello and welcome along to Greyhound Gold for another week. David Short and Brett Honey with you. How do you do, Brett?
Going well, Shorty. Very excited. Had a good night out trackside Saturday at Cannington. We saw the final WA Derby and, of course, 4 heats of the Oaks. It was a good night to be trackside. Some good racing to watch. Hopefully we can find a few more winners this week.
Indeed. Let's go back to last Saturday night and that feature that Brett touched on, the Group 2 Britain's Formal Wear WA Derby. In the early stages, Hurricane Taylor gets out really well. Booting up on the rails, though, you can see Hinto really starting to make its presence felt. Falcon 9 railing up nicely behind those through the first corner as they head down the back, and Hinto takes over, puts a couple of lengths on the field. Falcon 9 starts to make chase out after it, and we start to see Stone Cold emerge from behind them as well. Turning for home, Hinto keeps on going and goes on with the job for a really impressive victory, taking out the Group 2 Derby. Falcon 9, really nice effort for second. Stone Cold Augie in third, and Hurricane Taylor finishes back in fourth. 5:52 early, 18:47, 29:86, 1 3/4 by 3 lengths. Congratulations to Christine Robertson and all of the connections. Impressive performance handed in by Hinto, and apparently it means Blue Dog. Hinto.
There we go. Oh, that's a good bit of trivia here on a Wednesday afternoon. This litter, they got some sensational race dogs, and the Robertons sure know how to train a young dog. Hinto used the box one to perfection, and sure had the great draw, but you got to use it too. And Hurricane Taylor is no slouch whatsoever. I thought it was also Falcon 9's best run at Cannington by a long way, and I think that's a promising sign for Adam Smithson going forward. But all on with Hinto, I'm very excited about this little litter going forward. Of course, Throttle can run a bit of time as well, and excited to see those two dogs strut their stuff into the winter.
Big time. It actually means blue hair, but because I don't have any hair, I don't talk about it.
Oh, I wasn't going to hold that against you, though.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I'm a nice person like that.
Blue hair, yeah, and it's a dog will hear a lot more about, not hair more about, but we'll hear more about it. Yes, indeed. Let's see if we can't find a few winners for you. Friday night down there at Mandurah, another big program. In the preview I said I'm looking in my own backyard. My 2 best bets this weekend are 2 dogs that I'm involved in the ownership with, so fingers crossed. I like the way that they're both situated going into winnable races for them this weekend, so I can only tell you what I'll be doing. I'll be backing both and fairly confident that they should both run well this weekend. So kicking off Friday night, race 8, number 3, Orson Assassin. He drew wide last week, which isn't necessarily an issue, but he just found a bit of trouble early and couldn't work into the race. Going his previous 2 performances, very good. Runner-up and then a winner, both in 22.66. Something around there again would see Orson Assassin pretty hard to beat around that time standard here. Thought it was a strong chance. All spiked up in 4 and in 6 Pennywise, I thought were the 2 dangers. So if you're playing around with novelties, you can couple up 3 with 4 and 6. But I'm pretty happy that my boy should run a good race. Race 8, number 3, Orson Assassin. Found it pretty hard to find value on the card, but I thought the next best on the program came up deeper in the card. Race 9, number 4, Little Miss Olive.
Like you're thinking.
Led all the way last time out, 30 flat in town. That sort of equivalent transferred to Mandurah would see it really hard to beat. The other key aspect of the race didn't look to be a lot of early pace, and Little Miss Olive, one of her real assets is early burn, so I thought it could get a soft lead and from there be really hard to run down. So 2 key plays for me on Friday night. Race 8, number 3, Orson Assassin. Race 9, number 4, Little Miss Olive. Brett, who do you like?
Like it, Shorty, I'm going to be kicking off race 5, number 1, Blackpool Bolt, and this greyhound has box 1 for the first time in a while. 3 from 3, track, distance and box. Can't get much better than that, to be honest. Look, been racing some top liners, but has had bad boxes to deal with. I think you just got to forgive those performances. This dog needs the rail, and it's been quite obvious watching his replays. I expect him to hunt up underneath the likes of Got the Hammer this week, and from there really should be too strong, I would have thought. So race 5, number 1, Blackpool Bolt. My value comes up in race 9. Going along with you here, Shorty, number 4, Little Miss Olive. Look, yeah, value is probably not the term, probably next best. But what I do like here is that you got Stanger Ball in box 5 who likes to get up the track. And I just think for a greyhound, not a lot of experience at Mandurah, I just think Little Miss Olive can get somewhere near the speed here and be far too good. She's strong to the line these days as well. And if you go back through a Cannington form around the likes of Unsee This, Manzoo, Firecloud, it's not often that she's actually been the class runner in the field, and she gets that here. So very keen to team up with race 9, number 4, Little Miss Olive, along with race 5, number 1, Blackpool Bolt.
All right, let's get into Saturday night chasing. It is the Group 2 Oaks this week. Looking forward to seeing the girls strutting their stuff out there on Saturday night. Best bet for me, race 5, number 7, Eagle Manelli was runner-up in the Holiday Coast Series final down at Mandurah behind the very talented Bones McCoy last week. Bonesy from box number 1 was able to find the front. He just kind of raced like he was looking for a little bit further there last Friday night. Eagle, I think, back to 500 here is wonderful. The other thing I like is when he's drawn off the track. He gets room to really wind up in his race, I think, from box number 7. This is a good race, and the beauty of that is he should be a half reasonable price going into this race. So best bet him, but I think we should be getting something decent price-wise, and if he gets room to operate early, he should be able to put himself right into the race, use that wonderful mid-race burn, and be hard to defeat from there. So best bet, race 5, number 7, Go Eagle Manelli. And from a value perspective, this dog hasn't necessarily been starting at a value quote in recent starts, but I thought back to 600 metres and in a race where there's a bit of depth, race 1, number 4, Danielle Keeping, might get out to a reasonable price on Saturday night. Now, you know what you're going to get with Danielle Keeping. In a 600 metre race like this, it's probably going to be getting back. But if they happen to jam and not necessarily sneak away mid-race, Danielle Keeping's the dog that you know is going to be absolutely steaming to the line. So thinking that it'll be a half-decent price on Saturday night. It's not a chips-in job because she does get back out of her ground. And if something finds the arm and runs time, it's hard to come from a long way back. But she has found herself recently in a number of races where the leaders have jammed and she has just been all over the top late with her strength, thinking it could be the case again on Saturday night. My value play, race 1, number 4, Danielle Keeping to go with the BB. Race 5, number 7, Eagle Manelli. Brett, what are your best plays on Saturday night?
Yeah, good card Saturday night. I'm going to kick it off nice and early as well. Race 2, number 1, Blazing Last, my best bet. I thought she was really good, stepping up to 600. Second time last start, went 34.85. Really strong run home as well. Comes into a race here where 2 and 3 haven't got a lot of speed. Now, there's a very fast dog in number 6 here, Sunset Whistler, but drawn awkwardly out wide, and also Izuku is a wide runner who does show a fair bit of pace over to 600. So I think Blazing Lass can get on the arm here, sneak away with it, and her run home time last week suggests that you've got to be very, very close if you're going to try and run her down. So my best bet there, race 2, number 1, Blazing Lass for Adam Smithson.
Probably scope for a little bit of improvement on the clock still as well, with a bit more improvement.
She looks a middle distance to stayer at this point. If you're running these kind of times early on in the career, suggests that the future's over 600 and potentially 700 down the line. My value comes up race 11, number 1, Mustang Max. Plenty of cherry about my selections this week, Shorty. Look, this dog, never one I've really found before, but just boxed inside your mate who does like to get off at that first turn. I just think Mustang Max might be able to hunt up on the inside. He is very strong to the line, doesn't get involved in any early speed battles, but one of the easier novices he's had to contest in some time, and he's always hitting that podium. You have a look for a dog that's only won a couple races. He's won plenty of prize money just because he gets into second and third spot, so hopefully we can get something there each way in race 11, number 1, Mustang Max, along with race 2, number 1, Blazing Lass, and of course we'll be cheering on Eagle Manelli. For yourself, Shorty, you're turning into the Bob Peters of the Greyhound well with some of your connections at the moment.
Not sure about that, Brett, but I'm having a lot of fun owning Greyhounds, and of course congratulations to all of the crew last week. Chase the Dreams on again at the moment, but our dream girl winning last Wednesday night. Wonderful scenes here trackside. Stacks of first time owners having a tremendous ride, so congratulations, well done again to Christine Robarts and Jodie Jennings, all of the team around Chase the Dream. And it's on again this weekend. Sunday we've got our kennel tour, and then next Saturday night we'll be out here trackside showing all of these first time owners a wonderful experience and what it's all about to be involved in greyhound ownership. So good luck to everybody that's chasing a 10% share in a Tommy Shelby pup, Brett.
You do just about anything to get involved with Tommy Shelby. That dog had so much chase and so much pace. Very well bred, and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get involved, and all you got to do is have a day out at the track. It's a pretty good deal. Not
a bad deal at
Absolutely.
all. So we look forward to meeting plenty of those first time owners this Sunday and then again next Saturday night out at the track. And we always look forward to seeing you all again this time next week for our next edition of Greyhound Gold.